And the Joey Jones Show rolls on from Mugshots Grill and Bar on Airport Boulevard. Appreciate their hospitality each week. And time now to take a look at that Western Kentucky offense that we'll be facing tonight. And again, Bobby Petrino, we know their offense is going to be doing some good things. Scheme-wise, though, it's not like there's a secret scheme that he's running. They just run it at you, don't they?
They do. They do a good job running the ball downhill and play action pass. A lot of boots and waggles with the quarterback, and they attack all parts of the field for sure.
A lot is made of the fact that they turned the ball over 5 straight times against Tennessee. But number one, it's Tennessee, and number two, I guarantee that's been a tiny point of emphasis this week at Western Kentucky practice, don't you think?
Well, if you look, like I said earlier, you look at the game, you see a physical bunch of guys that can run the football, they can throw it and catch it. They just had some bad plays in that game, and that's no doubt about it. They don't make those mistakes. They're right in that ball game.
What kind of tempo do they have offensively?
They can run fast and they can slow it down. They do a little bit of both, and they run spread. They'll be in empty at times, and they'll be in 2 tight ends and an eye backfield. So they do execute it all very well because they got good players. They do a good job of distributing the ball to different players as well.
And they got some big-time guys that have proven themselves already, playing Kentucky in the SEC, playing Tennessee in the SEC. So they're playing against the big-time competition. They're ready to go.
They are. They understand how to win. They had that tradition the last few years of really having a tough, hard-nosed team, and they've won well and done really well as a football program. And there's no doubt they're on that same track this year.
And this guy to my left's going to have an easy night, right? You haven't lost any sleep over that Western Kentucky offense, have you?
They have a wonderful offensive line and a wonderful running back, and quarterback's very good too. So it's going to be a big challenge.
Yeah, talking with Brian Turner, the defensive tackles coach, and coach. Besides their size, I mean, what do they do? Is it a counter type offense? Is it run at you and then they'll throw over the top? I mean, what are we looking at here?
Basically, a power football team that they try to run the power and the ISOs, and they lead it up in there, and the big offensive line, and then the quarterback flags and passes you once you get people sucked in and tries to hit you on the deep pass.
How much do you think it helps them that they've played 2 straight SEC opponents, or does it? Does it matter?
It'll help them, being in the big environments and that, but I think they're going to be ready for the first conference game coming in here, and we're going to have to step up to the challenge.
Let's talk about our defensive effort in games 1 and 2. What have you seen on the field from your guys?
I know this, and we play extremely hard on defense. We fly around on the football, and we got to tackle better. That's been the main emphasis. We've missed a lot of tackles, and Coach Sherr's preached to the guys about tackling, and that's what we're trying to do, fix and create turnovers, create more turnovers.
Yeah, and Coach, same thing to you. What have you seen from our defensive side of the ball so far?
Yeah, well, first of all, we play extremely hard. This past week, got after it, put pressure on the quarterback. We're going to have to do that. If we don't play well in the defensive front, it's going to be a long night because they're going to knock you out. They're going to try to knock you off the ball. But our guys are up for the challenge, and they understand what we have to do to be successful against these guys.
Are you stealing my lines here? Because my next question is pressuring the quarterback. Because again, you look at Dick Montana, the quarterback for Tulane. I mean, he was on his back a lot on Saturday. Was there a different defensive scheme against Tulane than what we had in week 1, or is it just kind of like the offense? They executed and got it done.
More like the offense. They executed and got it done, and Coach Sherry dialed up the blitzes, and we came with it, and everybody executed it, and we got to the quarterback.
Let's talk about that Western Kentucky offensive line. What are we facing here? A bunch of big guys, right?
They are huge. A couple tackles are 6'8" and 315 pounds.
That's it?
The guards are 6'6", and I mean, they're big and powerful, but with us, we just got to step up to the challenge and handle it.
Well, how do you, from a technique standpoint, if you are outsized, how do you try and counter somebody that like you say, is 6'8", 300 something?
Well, get lower than they are, and use our hands and strike with our hands and try to get to them before they get to us and out-quick them and move on them and do some things like that create problems for big offensive linemen.
But it's fun too. I don't know if it's always fun when you're undersized, but sometimes when you go up against these guys, and you figure out you have the ability to whip them. I mean, that's I assume that's one of the challenges you've got for your guys today.
It is, and over the past couple of years we played NC State. They were out and bigger than us, Mississippi State, and the guys do a tremendous job of accepting the challenge and trying to go to work and do it.
You've seen this program from start to finish now. Are you just amazed where we are now, or are you just glad you're here? I mean, you tell me.
Totally amazed. And Coach Jones done a great job, and all the coaches pitching in, and the support that we have, it's been amazing.
And same thing to you, Coach. Talk about Coach Turner, because he has been around from the start. What does he bring to the field?
Well, he brings a lot. Number one, he's a very loyal man, and he's all about the team first. And then he's a great recruiter, and he organizes all of our recruiting, which is vitally important. You get good players, you have the chance to win. And then he really does a great job with the players. You know, the players love him, but also they respect the heck out of him. That's important.
Yeah, and from that recruiting standpoint, talk about the difference of perception in South Alabama that you've seen, because we're getting some players in now.
We are, and the first couple of years people didn't know who we were, and now you can go anywhere in the Southeast and people know who South Alabama is. And moving to Division I, being in the conference has really helped, and you know, being able to get our name out there and beating the Tulane has really helped us, you know, in the recruiting aspect.
And no off season in recruiting, is there?
Never, never. It's 365.
But that's okay. That means you're always got something going. All right, finally, keys to stopping Western Kentucky tonight. If we do this, we win the ball game.
We stop the run. We have to stop the run, reestablish the line of scrimmage, and then make them throw the ball, and you know that's where we can come with blitzes and affect the quarterback that way.
We're looking forward to the challenge. Coach, we appreciate everything you do, and always thanks for the time this afternoon.
Thank you, Pat.
All right, well, coming up, we'll take a look at the Sun Belt Conference in Week 2, specifically a team that was picked to win the conference that has yet to win a game. We'll talk about that when we get back on the Joey Jones Show on UTV 44.